Welcome to our geometry lesson. Today we are learning about 3D shapes, prisms and pyramids and how to calculate their surface areas and volumes, and we will look at how these shapes are built and how their faces come together and formulas we use to measure them in real life. Let's begin. Prisms are 3D shapes that have two identical parallel faces called bases, and the rest of the faces are rectangles. We name a prism by the shape of its base. For example, a triangular prism has triangle-shaped bases. This is the base of the triangle prism. And the rectangular prism has rectangle bases, and all its faces are rectangular. And the square prism has square bases and four rectangular side faces. And the pentagon-shaped bases with five rectangular sides. Even though their bases are different, all prisms have flat faces and straight edges, and the same cross section throughout their length. A pyramid is a 3D shape that has one base and triangular faces that all meet at a single point called the apex point. We name a pyramid by the shape of its bases. For example, a triangular pyramid has a triangle as its base, and a square pyramid has a square base, and a rectangular pyramid has a rectangular base. Pentagonal pyramid has a rectangular pentagonal shaped bases, and the hexagonal pyramid has a hexagon base. As the number of sides on the base increases, the number of faces, edges, and vertices also increases. But all pyramids share the same idea: the triangular sides meeting at the apex point. Now let's look at how to calculate the surface area and the volume of a rectangular prism. We will use a real-world example to see how the formulas work in practice. Okay, let's see how these formulas works. This is a real-world example of pyramid, a prism. You can see it has a multiple surfaces, and we can see here we have two base. Which one is this base 1, and the opposite side is base 2. Okay, the other sides, this one, this, and this one, there are all of them is literal faces. Okay, now let's calculate the above formulas. And a prism is 3D shape that has two bases and which are exactly the same shape, and the flat rectangular sides connecting them. And examples are rectangular prism, a triangular prism, a hexagonal prism, and here you can see the rectangular prism. And to find the surface area of a prism, you need to find the area of all of its faces, the two base faces and the rectangular sides faces. The prism has two bases, top and bottom, which are identical, and several literal faces that are rectangles. So the total surface area of a prism is 2 times the base area plus the literal area. The literal area is found by multiplying perimeter of the base by the height of the prism. Now, let's calculate the base surface areas. Which we can take this size A, this side B, and the surface area of this prism becomes the base. We have two this kind of surfaces, so that 2 times A multiply B. Okay, and this is the base surface area. Let's calculate the literal faces, rectangular faces. So we can calculate them with base perimeter and the height. What is the height of this prism? This can be height of the prism. Why? The height calculated with the center of the base and the center of the base bottom, and this will equal to this one, so that h is this, and we need also the perimeter of the base, which is, you can see here, the perimeter of the base equal to 2 times a plus b, and the total surface area will be 2 times ab plus 2 times a plus b multiplied by h. Okay, it's the surface area of prism. To find the volume, we need only base, the surface area of base, and the h. The base is here rectangular. If you find the surface area of the rectangular and the height between the bases, distance between the bases, you can calculate how much area exists in the inside of this prism. Okay, as I said, we need only the surface area of the base. The surface area of the base is a multiply b, and height is h, and volume is ab multiply h. For example, in this case, I already calculate the major distance. This is 12 and this is 10. The h also 12. In this case, what is the volume? The a is equal to 10, b is equal to 12, h also equal to 12. Is 1440. You see how to calculate the volume formula for prism, and this formula works for all prisms no matter what the base shape is. It may be rectangular, it may be triangular, any kind of base. The formula is the same. Next, we will learn how to find the surface area and volume of a rectangular pyramid. Let's go through a simple example to understand the method step by step. Okay, here you can see the pyramid, the real world example of pyramid. The pyramid is a 3D shape that has one base, and all other faces are triangles that meet at the top point, and this point is called the apex point. To find the surface area of a pyramid, we need to add the area of the base and the area of all the triangles faces around it. You can see here this base is square, which is a regular rectangle, and the size, we can take the size as a and a, and these triangles, these 4 triangles, also regular triangles, which means this size also a, which is the same with this one, and these are also a. Now, what we should do to find the surface area? The first, the surface area of pyramid equals to the base the surface area of the base is a square plus we have 4 equal triangles. We should find all of the surface. So first we calculate the surface area for the one, and we can multiply it by 4. Find the total literal area surface. To find this triangle area, we can take here the height. Let's take it L, and the base is, as you know, is A. These are also A. These are also A. What is the surface area of this triangle? This is the L multiply the base over 2, which means A over 2. You see the formula for this the formula of the surface area for this pyramid. Is the A square plus 2AL. See? You see how this works? This is the total surface area of the pyramid. You can calculate any types of pyramid surface area in this way, which means you should take into account all the literal faces and the base also. Okay, let's calculate the volume for this pyramid. What was the formula for the volume? The volume equals to 1 over 3 multiplied base multiplied by height. Okay. What is the base here? The base is A multiplied by A is A square. The base area here is A square, and the height is from the apex point to the center of the base. This is imagine is the center of the base, and the distance from the center of the base to the apex point, it is the height. We can take it as h. See here in this example, it's a square multiply h over 3. Of course, you may have question why we divide it by 3. In the next problem, I will fully explain it why we divide it by 3. Okay, now let's try a simple experiment to understand why the volume of a pyramid is exactly 1/3 of the volume of a prism with the same base and height. Let's see. We are given a problem, and problem is prove that volume of a pyramid is 1/3 of the volume of the prism. In the experiment, we saw that the pyramid's volume is 1/3 of the prism's volume. Now let's prove this geometrically and see why this relationship is always true. We are given prism and pyramid, and we need to prove the volume of the pyramid with using the prism. And the prism size are A, B, and C. And okay, first we should take the center of the prism, and we can draw it. And we can see here the base of the pyramid is A multiplied by B. And imagine this is the 2D shape of the pyramid, and the height is, you can see here, the height of the pyramid is C over 2, and the base surface area of the base is A multiplied by B. And let's calculate the volume of this pyramid. You can see here volume is 1 over 3 multiplied by base. Base is here A multiplied by B multiplied by height. Height is C over 2, and overall is A B C over 6. And with mirroring this the base to the opposite side, we can take the same pyramid here. You can see here we have exactly the same size pyramid, the two pyramids, so that we can write it as two pyramids. And next we have also another pyramids. Okay, let's take the center the same, and the base, this time we can take the base as C and B. This is the base of the pyramid, and this is the apex point of the pyramid, and this height of the pyramid. And here you can see the height of the pyramid in this case is A over 2, and we can write the volume of the pyramid if the base is C multiplied by B, and the height is A over 2. The overall is also ABC over 6. Okay, we should do the same thing with this one. We can mirror this base to the opposite side, and we can also take another pyramid, the same pyramid, so that we have two this kind of pyramids. And the next as a base of the pyramid, we can take the face of the prism, and the face of the prism is, you can see here, the base is A multiplied by C, and the height is, this time is B over 2, and the volume of this pyramid is 1 over 3 multiplied A multiplied C multiplied by B over 2, and it's also the same, A B C over 6. And also you can see here, if we mirror this side to the opposite side, we can get the same pyramid. So we have this kind of pyramid. Overall, you can see here we have 6 pyramids, and if we sum all of these pyramids, we can get the one whole prism with the size of ABC. So that you can see here, volume of prism equals to 6 multiplied ABC over 6. So because we have 6 pyramids, and each of them has the volume of ABC over 6, and we cancel 6 and 6, and answer is AB multiplied C. Okay.
Thank you for watching today's lesson. I hope the ideas about prisms and pyramids, especially their surface areas and volumes, were clear and helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. See you in the next lesson.